All right, everyone. How are you today? All right, sorry for the delay. I just had to get all my camera stuff set up. I wanted to make sure you guys could see everything. So, my name is Jen Roque. I am from stampcampwithjen.com. If you didn't know, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida. And today I wanted to show you guys a side-by-side comparison of this new Stampin' Cut Emboss Machine with our old Sizzix Big Shot. Okay? I'm so excited. I was so excited to get this in the mail. It's a really great machine. I wrote down a bunch of notes so I can make sure that I answer any questions you guys might have. So I actually weighed both machines and measured them, and I have a bunch of measurements, but the bottom line is the new machine is a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier than the old machine. Now, with that being said, the great big advantage to the new machine is, as a lot of you may know, these little platforms fold up. So it's compact, it's a lot easier to carry, takes up a lot less space than this machine. Now obviously you still have the handle that kind of takes up a little bit extra space, just like on the old one, but you don't have all of this extra length taking up a shelf or space on your desk or wherever you decide to store it. So, with that, let me get into some more information. So, all the details for the new machine can be found on page 170 to 172 of the annual catalog. This new machine has a 3-year limited warranty. The plates are not interchangeable with the Big Shot plates. Don't try to use the old plates in your new machine, because if they're too thick, they're going to damage your machine, and if they're too thin, they're not going to give you the results that you're supposed to get with your pieces that you cut. The 3D embossing folder plate that Stampin' Up! Sells is the same as the new specialty plate that they're coming out with. So if you're wondering, can I use my old 3D embossing folder plate? The answer is yes. It's the exact same thing. The coloring and the labeling is the only thing that's different. So what can you get on September 1st when this new machine comes out? You can get this machine, which comes with, let me show you, these fantastic plates. So I really love them because they're all numbered. It makes it so much easier. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on your number 1 plate, they have all of the sandwiches labeled right just there on that plate. So if you need to use dies, you use 1, 2, and 3. If you have standard or 3D embossing folders, it tells you the sandwiches for those as well. So it's all right here. You don't have to go to a separate manual and look it up. You don't have to, let me show you the old, here it is. So these are my plates, obviously well used and loved, for the Sizzix Big Shot. This thing is the most confusing thing to me. I don't understand all of these million diagrams and pictures. It's just really confusing. So I really like how on the new machine you have everything right there on the biggest, thickest plate that's really your base plate. Okay? So what else can we talk about here? Oh, so that is what is available on September 1st, is this machine on all of the plates. So the base plate and die plate pack, which is plates, I think 2 and 3, and then the specialty plate, which is plate 4. But all these plates come with your machine, so those are really just if you need supplemental plates for some reason, like you break them or scratch them. I don't know what you could do to them, but let's see what else. Oh, somebody asked me if you could get any of these items for 50% off, like if you have Stampin' Rewards. The answer is yes and no. So with the new machine, you cannot get that 50% off, but when the mini comes out, whenever Stampin' Up! Decides to release it, you will be able to get that as a 50% off item. how much are these machines, you may be wondering. So the new machine is $120 and the mini will be $60 when it comes out. So when you get your machine, this handle, you're gonna have to put it on yourself. So it comes in a little baggie and you get like this little, I forget what this is called, some little wrench. And also there's gonna be this little rubber piece, if you can see it, in the little baggie with this wrench. So do not throw that out. That's the little cover that goes over your screw and your washer that you're gonna hook on there. Okay, so I did a little bit of embossing earlier with my tin tile 3D folder, and as you can see, the results are pretty much about the same. I can't even remember which one is from which machine, and they looked exactly the same. But I have heard people say with like the new the tree embossing folder that's in the new machine, or in the new catalog, a lot of people have noticed it doesn't really emboss very well with their Big Shot, but with the new machine they've had fantastic results. So I'm going to do a demonstration real quick just to kind of show you the difference. So this is the black glimmer paper from the new catalog. It's a little bit thicker, and I'm going to show you how well this new machine cuts through that paper. So we're going to first do it on our Big Shot. And I'll just show you real quick. I'm going to do it on this side here. I'm going to run it through just one time, and it didn't make the clicking sound this time, but a lot of times it makes that awful chunking, clunking sound. My husband always says it sounds like a torture device. And as you can see, this didn't really cut through it very well. It's still kind of stuck in the paper. And that's with one time through. I should be able to get a clean cut, but it doesn't really cut very well through that thicker paper. Now, if we go over to the new machine, which I am falling in love with every day more and more as I use it. So, as we look here on our base plate, using with thin dies, we need 1, 2, and 3. So we'll put 4 aside. And 2. And then 3 is the 2 cutting plates. So you put 1 on the bottom. We'll put our glimmer paper and our die. And then, I'm not really a lefty, but this is just easier to demonstrate. Oh, lots of pressure, which is good. But as you noticed, it was smooth. It didn't make that awful cracking sound. And look at this. Cut it right out of there. Actually was able to get it out of the paper, whereas this one is still stuck in there from the Big Shot. So it's a lot better cut with the new machine. So like I said, make sure you have the right sandwiches. Don't use these plates in the new machine because it will most likely damage your machine, and you don't want that. Now, it does have, like I said, a 3-year warranty, but I don't think they're going to cover the warranty if you damage your machine because you use plates from a machine that you weren't supposed to. So just be careful with that. Okay, so, oh, one thing I wanted to mention with the new machine. So it does have rubber feet on the bottom, but I know I was wondering, like some machines, when you open the, these pieces on the side, they would suction cup to the floor or to the surface. These do not. It just has the rubber feet on the bottom to kind of keep it in place, but it doesn't suction cup to anything, so it will still move around, but the rubber feet help it kind of stay in place like it's supposed to. Okay, so as far as the mini machine, the magnetic plate and the impression plate, I don't know exactly when those are supposed to come out. Stampin' Up! Announced that it should be sometime before the end of the year, but they haven't given us any dates. So when they do, I will definitely be sure to let you guys know and give you all the updates when I have them. So, all right, well, that's all I have for today. And like I said, my review is, as far as the embossing goes, it's about the same. I didn't know any big difference, but the die cutting is way better. I definitely recommend it for that. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation. If you have any questions, please make sure to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.